The reason I love meditation so much and I do it every day is so that I can stay focused on what I want to focus on and I don't focus on the shit that I don't want to focus on. And these two things will be different for each and every single person. Maybe some people want to focus on their profession. Maybe some people want to focus on building a better body. Maybe some people want to focus on celebrities. Maybe some people want to focus on news. Maybe some people want to focus on shit that doesn't improve their life, doesn't impact their life in any way besides where their focus goes. We have thoughts that are constantly cycling throughout our mind. That's just human nature. We're always thinking. We have a fucking smart ass brain, and subconsciously it's constantly working. And when we're able to catch ourselves thinking, catch ourselves overthinking, plant ourselves in the present moment, then we're able to step away from that. Some people, especially me in the past, don't even realize that we aren't in the present moment. They don't realize that they're constantly overthinking all day. They're overthinking about what's next, what's gonna happen in the future, what happened in the past. They're just always thinking rather than absorbing the present moment, absorbing their five senses. Take a second to think about the times that you were the most happy. Chances are you were in such a flow state, time flew by. You always hear the saying, time flies when you're having fun. But what does that even mean? It means that you were so present, so happy in the moment, and you just flowed. You just, literally time flew by. You had nothing else on your mind besides what was happening in the present moment. And the more you practice meditation, the more you can get this feeling throughout the entire day, and the more you can flow with your actions, with whatever you need to focus on throughout the day: homework, work, making money, hitting the gym. I think you guys get the idea. But if you're constantly overthinking, constantly stressing, worried about the past, worried about the future, and you can't just focus on the things you need to focus on, and you can't just ground yourself in the present moments to step away from all those anxieties that you have, then you're not going to be able to perform in the things you need to do. You're going to feel overwhelmed, anxious. You're not going to be able to get in that flow state and do the best work that you possibly can, because if you've heard of the flow state, you may know that athletes, or even like esports athletes or artists or painters, or people get in the flow state where they're just so present, they're not thinking, they're not allowing their thoughts to persuade their actions. Athletes aren't getting distracted by the crowd, by scouts, by other people watching. They're so fucking in the zone. They're observing every single thought that comes into their mind, and they're acting on autopilot. And then when they go back and look at the work they've done, they just say, I could never do that again if I tried. This only happens when something is the same amount hard as it is boring. So it's equally as challenging as it is as boring. So it's like kind of right in the fucking middle. So think about something that you flowed with in the past. Maybe that's a sport that you're good at. Maybe that's homework. Maybe that's just doing something simple like fucking brushing your teeth, or I don't know. I think you guys get the idea that subconsciously, on autopilot, we know what to do. And often when we're overthinking and stressing, that knocks us off our course. But one way we're able to constantly be able to ground ourselves in the present moment is not only practicing. It's kind of like one rep at the gym. Every time you absorb the present moment, you feel like you've done a rep. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to plant yourself in the present moments, to recover from overthinking like crazy, recover from your anxious thoughts, your anxieties, your fears, whatever the fuck you're thinking about right now. Stop thinking about that. You don't have to think about that. All you have is this present moment. You're just literally just sitting on the fucking couch. Why are you overthinking about what you have to do in the future when the future doesn't even exist yet? Literally, the future doesn't exist yet. That's a figment of your imagination. The future is something that's made up. All we have is this present moment. All we've ever had is this present moment. So observe it.